This is a video for people new to exercise or a fitness routine who would like to know exactly how often they need to exercise. Here we will cover how frequently you need to be working out according to your style of workout and how this relates to fat burning. As covered in my other video, What Do the Bros Know? Sets, rep, volume, and intensity. What are they and how much do I need? We'll be going over the nuances of frequency in relation to higher intensity training versus higher volume training. If you are in the high intensity camp, where all of your sets are done to complete muscular failure, you should only be working out once or twice a week for each muscle group. Again, here though, we are talking about strength training, not cardiovascular exercise. You can do cardiovascular exercise every day without a significant fear of overtraining. If you have found that a higher volume approach works better for you, where you are only training to a moderate level of fatigue during each of your sets, then you can potentially train 3 or even 4 times a week, making sure that you don't train the same muscle group 2 days in a row. And that means if you're doing a full body workout, a day of rest in between each workout. If you are on a training split where you're working, say, upper body one day and lower body another, or perhaps what we call a push-pull legs split, where you have one day for upper body pushing motions, one day for upper body pulling motions, and one day only for legs, you could potentially train multiple days in a row. This type of workout split, either the upper, lower, or the push-pull legs, allow you to train 2 days in a row without hitting the same muscle group. Many beginners will want to enthusiastically approach exercising every day. An important thing to consider, though, is that the exercise that you are doing, particularly strength training, is not going to be a significant contributor to the number of calories burned on a daily basis. The muscle that you build from strength training will be a huge contributor to the amount of calories that you consume on a daily basis, whether or not you're exercising. However, the actual number of calories burned is not going to be significant when compared to your basal or resting metabolic rate, which is the number of calories that you consume on a daily basis just to maintain your body, or what we call non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which are the calories that you go through in your regular activity throughout the day. In a typical strength training session, it would be unusual to burn more than 100 or 200 calories for half an hour or even an hour's worth of work. If you were doing cardiovascular activity, you may burn 200 or up to 600 calories for an hour's worth of work if you're extremely fit. 200 to 600 calories, however, is dwarfed by the basal metabolic rate plus your non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which for any given person is going to be between 1,200 and 3,000 calories per day. The question is now, how do we use this information to assist in burning fat and building muscle? A pound of fat is approximately 3,500 calories. If you make a small dietary change which results in the average reduction of daily intake by about 250 calories, in a month's time, that will equal about 2 pounds of fat. If you do a very moderate and low level of cardiovascular exercise resulting in a net loss of 300 calories per week, then you can easily expect to lose a pound of fat every 2 months. If you build 5 pounds of muscle, which is not an unexpected or unusual thing to do in your first few months of strength training, then you'll be burning an average of 1 pound every 3 to 4 months, even without physical activity. A quick glance at these numbers will reveal that dietary change is easily the biggest factor when it comes to weight loss. However, we can look at all these numbers when combined as a program. If we combine the 1 pound every 3 months from the muscle built in strength training with the 2 pounds a month from the diet and the 1 pound every 2 months from a small amount of cardio, we have a combined 17 pounds of fat over a 6-month period. Over a year's time, this combines to 34 pounds of fat. And it's worth mentioning, if you have more than 34 pounds of fat to lose, then these numbers will be larger and you will probably lose more than just that 34 pounds, because bigger people with bigger goals lose more. For more fitness concepts explained and how to reach your goals from home, please like and subscribe.